Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada,
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense set to go to work. Leading that offense, the rookie from Oregon who was drafted number 6 overall, Justin Herbert.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency, and he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I have felt that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, he's in the pole position as we head down the stretch.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And the Chargers
out of the gun, Herbert. To the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. A gain of 6 there on first. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment.
The Raiders 28 yards.
On second down, here's Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
At the Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, we always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down and 4. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Second.
49-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 37. 11 yards there. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
working from the gun. It's Carr. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Carr again. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Raiders nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own play.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a while. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And it will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
That's the score. Raiders 10. Chargers 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And it's complete. Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. On 1st and 10, Herbert over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
To Keenan Allen.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 12 yards there and a first down.
Los Angeles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
The 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrow score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Staying on his feet. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
First half with the score.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Josh Jacobs.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
At the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Richard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he loses the football the second time. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On first down, Richard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
On the coverage.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And Moore has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Herbert's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll run on 1st down. Richard, and some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. If they're going to try, need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break on those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And now it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He finds it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
28, Josh Jacobs.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll let this go deep for runs. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Complete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. Incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the 10-yard line.
One more time with Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Herbert back to the air. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider Hurst. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense. In
his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Burgess.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. That's caught by Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. I mean, they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
A 3-yard
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 39, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a carry for Jacobs. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle by Derwin James brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Joseph on the tackle.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down by Drew.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Tonight.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for